So let me get into a second date update. I want to keep the momentum going this morning. Danny reaching out to us in West Covina. Danny, thanks for coming on. So you went out with this woman 3 or 4 times, and you thought it was going great, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Then she all of a sudden stopped texting you?
Yeah, well, she did text me, and she told me to stop texting her.
Okay, why? Like, after what date? How many dates did you go on?
We went on, well, I saw her 4 times, but we went on 3 dates, but the last time was her bringing cookies to my office that she had made herself, so I kind of count that.
Yeah, so after each date 1, date 2, she was totally cool on text? You guys were fun?
Oh, yeah. No, like, in the 3rd date, too, is when she came over and she spent the night, and we were, like, very cool after that.
Wait, you spent the night, like and she brought you cookies to your office?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what? Who does a 180 after that? What?
Yeah.
What could possibly have happened in the last date?
I mean, that's why I'm calling you guys, because my head's been spinning about this. I honestly can't think of what went wrong. Like, I thanked her profusely after she gave the office the cookies, and I thought it was like the nicest thing in the world. And
I mean, I was
falling hard for this girl.
I've sent cookies, and that means like I was really into it. Like really into it. You don't send or drop off food at work unless you're like really trying to put a foot forward.
Agree.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Danny, what's her name?
Her name's Natalie.
How'd you meet her?
On Hinge.
Great place.
Wow.
All right, hold on for a second. Do we have her number, guys? Do you have her number? We have Natalie's number.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Hold on one second, Danny. We're going to call her and see if she'll come on. I need to find out.
It sounds like she got back with an ex or something.
Oh, it does.
It kind of does.
Who's her ex?
I don't know, but it's like they were dating.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, boom,
she's like,
I can't.
Or not even
don't
ex.
text.
Maybe she was dating multiples and one just
And
got...
don't text me. I don't want your text to show up. Ooh. All right, hold on. Next. We have Natalie on the phone. This is second date update. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Thanks for coming on with us. Can you hold on? We're going to talk to you next, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Sisney, you may be onto this. They went out 4 times. She brought him cookies, and then she said, don't ever text me again after she brought the cookies.
right. Why does Tubbs want to pay attention to this?
Why do you want to pay attention to this? It's a second date update. Don't you like these?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And by the way, you should be dropping off cookies at your girlfriend's work.
That's a good idea.
What does she do?
She works for a private business that her family runs.
Hey, so just stop by and drop off cookies there.
Yeah, do something nice, Tubbs.
And I like it when he pays attention. It gives me an audience.
Well, I'm pretty sure you have a big audience right now.
All right, so let me get in Danny. Danny's doing a second date update with us. Now, Danny, I'm on your side here because I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I think sounds like you went out 4 times. Everything went great. You guys spent the night. Then, by the way, you spent the night, and the day after, she brought you cookies at work?
It wasn't the day after, but it was pretty close after that, yeah.
Well, there you go. Right? There you go.
Yeah, well, and the
So-
fact they went out
yeah.
3 to 4 times as well, too.
But then she, like, does such a sweet gesture, and you're thinking, this is great. Like, I like her. She likes me. We're good. And then she says, don't ever text me again.
And
I
when,
don't
and
get
when
it.
she said that, did you say anything back?
Yeah, what was your response?
Well, yeah, no, I obviously was like, did I do something wrong?
And what'd she say?
And she was vague. I mean, she was just like, I honestly think it's for the best that we probably don't talk. Like, she was just very evasive.
So Sisney thinks she has another guy.
I mean, maybe. We met on a dating app, so anything's possible, but I don't know. It just seemed like we were really connecting. Like, I was honestly telling people, like, this girl's special. She might be the one.
Of course. I get it. All right, Danny, be quiet. Danny, be quiet. I'm going to put her on. I'm going to talk to her with Sisney and Tanya. Okay, hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Natalie, thank you so much for holding on. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well. So your voice is on the air. I've got Sisney and Tanya here. We're calling about a guy named Danny that you went out with. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
How was your time with Danny?
He was cool. I mean, we hung out a few times. But why are you
am I
calling?
Well, because I happen to know that you guys went out a few times, and then you told him to stop texting you. Why was that?
Yeah. Well, okay. So, if I'm being honest, he didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. We gone out on a few dates. Things were good. And then nothing on Valentine's Day. And it really bothered me.
Did you do anything for him on Valentine's Day?
No, I assumed he would make plans for us to do something. Things were good. Things were escalating. And he never asked me out.
How many days between your last date and Valentine's Day?
Oh, it was 3 or 4 days. And just he did text me Happy Valentine's Day, but nothing on the day.
Did you talk about Valentine's Day on your last date?
I may have mentioned something I'm excited to hang out on Valentine's Day, and then nothing. I wasn't going to make the date, but I just thought that things would happen, but there was nothing. So,
all right. So, I got to tell you something, Natalie. Danny's on the line listening to this, and I'm glad he is.
Oh, okay.
Because Danny was into you, and he told us that you brought him cookies. You guys sounded like everything was going great, and you were doing sweet things. And Danny, what's your reaction to that? Is that true?
Yeah. First of all, I'm sorry if I came across like a jerk on Valentine's Day. That wasn't my intention at all. Just some quick background. I had been dating someone for a little bit, around the same amount of time a few years ago, and I went again. Valentine's Day came up, and I went all out. I did. I made dinner reservations, card, flowers, and it just it totally freaked her out. She's "You're coming on way too strong," and that actually ended the relationship. So I've been, just a little cautious around that day, and I didn't want to go overboard because I liked you so much. I didn't want to freak you out. But yeah, I
backfired.
Can't win,
I think this is just a miscommunication. It's Natalie, you assumed, and Danny assumed. You guys both just assumed.
And some people think that day's meh, whatever.
But
anyway,
some people don't, and it matters.
But you guys just both assumed, and there was just a miscommunication.
Yeah, you weren't communicating because it's all new, and you guys don't know your languages yet. But I love your languages together. I think you guys should go out again.
I think you should.
I would honestly love to take Natalie out again, and I'll do something special. We can pretend it's Valentine's.
Oh, that's
Day,
cute.
Just a little bit late.
I guess what you're saying makes sense. I just didn't know, and since we weren't exclusive, I just didn't know maybe you were with someone else, or it felt kind of weird because it wasn't I could see that being too strong on a first date, but
celebrate spring solstice.
Yeah.
Guys, the music tells us the story. Thank you, Natalie, Danny. You have each other's numbers. This was a very good second date update. I am happy that you guys are going to reconnect, and I can't wait to hear what's next for you. And I'm going to play a song